Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm in California. Beautiful weather. It's amazing, so can't complain.
No, you can't. It is beautiful here today. Jeremy, there has been so much going on with the AAPI community, and I know it's been important for you to speak out. You wrote an article for Time magazine, and you're discussing experiencing anger and hope. What are you feeling now?
I feel like at this point, a lot of the initial emotions from the Atlanta incident has settled, but I think right now I'm more aware of like the situation and what we're up against. Maybe for me, I've over the last week, 2 weeks, I've started to understand a lot more about like the world in terms of what everything kind of looks like. And so, for me, it's becoming more aware of how difficult things are, how systemic and multi-generational some of the issues are. And so I've been trying to have some conversations. I've been trying to learn a little bit more. Even like one thing I learned was just the fact that like of all the foundation granting, for every $100, only 20 cents gets put towards AAPI issues. And so again, that's helps me see, man, the issue is much bigger than I expected. But at the same time, I feel really hopeful too, because of just how many conversations and how much mobilization I've seen happen. And so I know that's a long answer, but there's both, right? Understanding what we're up against, and then the hope of seeing so many people actually mobilizing and trying to do something.
Yeah, well, and it's good. I mean, we need more people like you speaking out and reminding people that it's good to listen and learn a lot more. Your parents are from Taiwan, moved to the United States in the 70s, that's right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was their experience moving to the States like?
I mean, it was unique. It was a pretty tough immigrant experience. And so, they were part of this Chinese club, and there was only 10 members when they were at ODU, Old Dominion, and that's where they met. And yeah, that's actually the inspiration for this photo here. We got it spray painted. But yeah, they met there, and then, it was a really tough life for them in terms of trying to learn the language. My dad came over here by himself. Actually, my dad's siblings all kind of gave up further education and immediately like went to work and try to get jobs, and they were pooling together that money to be able to send my dad over here to get an education. But maybe the craziest story is just that when I graduated from Harvard, I went to decide to pursue professional basketball, and my mom at that time knew I wasn't eating till I was full because I was trying to save money for us because the tuition and everything. And she said, I'm going to give you 2 years to chase your basketball dream. Don't worry about the money. I got some money. And she didn't tell me until a few years ago that money came out of her 401k. And she didn't tell me at the time because she knew that maybe I wouldn't accept it, or she just did what an amazing mother would do. And so that was just kind of a glimpse into the sacrifice that it took from my parents to be able to give me and my brothers a chance.
That's amazing. And I can't even imagine what it would be like to move to another country, to try to have a better life, not speaking the language, not understanding, I mean, that has to be the most courageous thing I can possibly imagine someone doing just to better their lives and their families' lives. Do you remember the first time you experienced racism?
Yeah, and when I was in 6th grade, we were playing in a basketball game, and we were playing against some people from Southern California, and that's when they were kind of like, go back to China, or and they were saying, you go back to China, you're a Chinese import, and other stuff like that. And that's when, for the first time, I was like, wow, on the court, I always felt like on the court, it didn't matter, like color didn't matter. Skin didn't matter. It was just about who could play and who couldn't. That was kind of the first time where I was taken a little bit aback and just like, oh wow, people do still see me differently, even in the middle of a basketball game.
That's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry that you experienced that at all. We have to go, but we're out of time. But I want you to tell everybody about your foundation before we go.
Yeah, the Jeremy Lin Foundation, I mean, one thing that we've been doing is highlighting a lot of AAPI issues, and I kind of mentioned that stat earlier, but, we're trying to provide, leadership development and just empower a lot of youth. And so You know, we got a chance to go to Oakland and we visited a couple of our grantees last week. And, you know, the one thing that they kept telling us is we just want to be seen. We want to be humanized. We want our stories to be heard. And that's what I hope that we can all start doing for each other, especially as we go forward, you know, given a lot of this social justice discussion and a lot of the turmoil that we've seen.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for being here with us. And to learn more about Jeremy's foundation and to find out how you can get involved to help the AAPI community, please go to ellentube.com.